Ladies and gentlemen, January 1st, 2012, and we're going to do something from a different perspective. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to talk briefly about my book, Angels on the Ark, by Michael Fazio. This is a 1990-page ebook with 130 pictures depicting over 130 pictures and several hundred individual pictographs or icons that exist on the obverse and reverse of the $1 bill in both the vertical, the inverted, and then the end-over-end versions of the $1 bill. And I can tell you that unequivocally, in my book, I describe more than 1,000 individual pictographs. I have been able to discern 3,300 pictographs over the last 35 years. I have mapped them out utilizing these pictures that are actual pictures that go or went into the book in high resolution and low resolution pictures that are in the book, and then each one of these pictures, pieces of paper that you are viewing as a video segment before your eyes, is placed into the book, and it may have as many as 4 or 5 pages, 10 pages, or 20 pages to depict something what appears to be as simple as this pictograph, but when I turn it upside down, it is a completely different pictograph, and what you're looking at is an exact replica of a horned owl, a great horned owl, or in fact, from this perspective, when I turn it upside down once again, a hog-nosed bat. Now, a hog-nosed bat is an actual type of bat that has a nose that's shaped like a hog-nosed bat. This is one of the many pictographs that you're going to see in the volume of my book, but more to the point, inside that hog-nosed bat is a picture of a skull, and the skull is made out of bone, and the skull has teeth in the upper and lower jaws. Teeth are known as bones. So you have plural bones because there is more than one tooth, and you have the skull and you have the bone structure of the jaw, which is more than one bone. Therefore you have a skull and bones. Now, this representation that I depict in my videos called Owls and Bats on the $1 bill, or Bats and Owls on the $1 bill, is a series of 7 videos where I depict the skull and bones with teeth is another video, skull and bones with teeth, where I depict what I show you inside the book as a skull and bones with teeth to a level of description that is far exceeds anybody else's description that has ever lived on Earth since the $1 bill was created. No other human being on Earth ever folded the bill like this. No other human being ever in the history of the world ever folded the bill like that and then depicted and or saw and explained that there is a perfect pictograph of a great horned owl and a perfect pictograph of a hog-nosed bat, and the nose of the bat itself, that's shaped like a nose of a hog-nosed bat, is a perfect pictograph of a skull and bones, representing what some to believe the Skull and Bones Society of an ancient and or mystical cult, if you want to use the word cult, or society, if you want to use the word society. However the Skull and Bones is interpreted, I utilize the wording ancient society or remnant society that has existed on this world and has controlled every aspect of the United States government, the European Union, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, the Incan culture that existed 10,000 years ago, the Mayan culture that existed 40,000 years ago, the Egyptian culture that supposedly existed 7,000 to 10,000 years ago and vanished without a trace. The same society that rules this world in today's world that you people call the elite or you people call the Illuminati. This is a group of people, they understanding that which goes so far beyond your people's comprehension. It is upsetting to think that no one has ever figured this stuff out except myself. So when you attack me for my crazy ideas, you have to understand that I am thousands of times smarter than you are because I figured this out. And the people that understand this stuff to be true now or have always understood it to be true come up to me and say, you figured it out. No, but I figured out what they couldn't figure out even though they knew it existed. Now, you can believe whatever it is that you want to believe, but I am telling you that on the obverse and reverse of the $1 bill, laid out in the volume of my book, aka Angels on the Ark, which you can go to by clicking the link under my page, I show you thousands of different ways to look at the pictographs that exist on the obverse and the reverse of the $1 bill. And every one of the things I show you in the book, every one of them has been missed for 85 years. 30 billion people have lived on the earth since the year 1935 when the bill was first published. The bill might have been viewed 3 trillion times, 300 billion times. However many times the bill was viewed, 300 billion times, I am the first person in the history of the world to see these things for what they are and then to provide you with solid, unequivocally, undeniable, factual information that the pictures on the $1 bill associate themselves directly with the living Bible, aka the God Pod, represents Genesis, aka the evil seed of death, which can only be seen when it's turned upside down in its entirety as a representation of Satan here on earth. These pictographs associate themselves perfectly with the words of the book of Genesis and the book of Revelation. Nobody in 20 months has challenged a single word that I have written in the book because they can't. I have turned this world's so-called experts into a gallery of fools. Me, Michael Fazio, the crazy guy from Howard Beach, takes somebody from George Washington University who's supposed to be an expert on the Ark of the Covenant and makes him look like a blooming imbecile. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here first on a channel called Hoodwinked by an Angel from a man named Michael Fazio, aka every single word of what I say in my book is true. Please, for 99 cents, you can go review 100 pages of my book for free by clicking the link at the bottom of this video. And then you can purchase a 1,990-page book for 99 cents. Even if it's fiction, if it doesn't have anything to do with reality, it'll give you 4 or 5 weeks or several months of reading pleasure, and every day you can come back and bash me for my ideas, which, by the way, if you'll notice, no one has done in 20 months. And for that imbecile that says, because I come back at them with some nasty remark, never, not one time have I ever said or talk to somebody in a negative tonation that made a reference to my book, whether they liked it or not. I only reply in kind to you children, you children with a 3rd and 4th grade education who come onto my channel and say something stupid and expect me to sit there like some wuss. I'm not a sissy girly man like you are pushing buttons on a computer, but that's a story for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Fazio, go look at the link on the bottom underneath this video, aka Angels on the Ark, and God day to all of you, January 1st, 2012. God bless you and God bless America. Amen.